Today on the Cooligans, MLS is back, baby!
That's right, baby. Oh, my God. And by the way, we're talking to David Beckham.
Oh, you ever heard of this guy?
Yeah, that's right. The restraining order has been lifted. We're also talking to Burhalter, Jorge Mas, and we got Mas today on the Cooligans! David Beckham!
Whoa! Yes!
That's right.
Okay, yes, that feels like a thing everyone yells when they see
Yeah.
David Beckham.
Or when they ejaculate. It's one of the two.
Okay, yeah. I mean, look, whatever it takes.
Yeah, right. You don't know what's gonna happen in that moment. You just inspired. You know what I mean?
Okay, I hope David's watching this.
He's regretted talking to us from the moment he spoke to us. You think this has anything to do?
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hey.
This is not just a very horny David Beckham show.
But it is.
This is a soccer show. Hello, my name is Christian Polanco.
That's right. I am Bronx Beckham. I'm Alexis Guerreros.
We are the Cooligans. We are your favorite stand-up comedians that host the funniest soccer show that you have ever seen.
That's right. It is the horniest, the funniest, and it's the gulliest. All three of them.
Okay, yeah, so there's a lot to discuss.
There's a lot going to happen in this episode.
Obviously, people...
I've been so excited to air this. You have no idea.
Yes, we can see it in your bulge.
I'm not that excited, though. I haven't yelled David Beckham yet.
It's getting out of hand too quickly.
We went 0 to a billion.
I swear we wanted to be classy.
No, we didn't. We did not talk about that. I would never have agreed to that.
I wanted to be classy.
Yeah, of course.
But no, that has not happened. But yes, look, we'll be airing our David Beckham interview.
Yeah, that's right.
The Jorge Mas, Don Garber, Gregg Berhalter.
Have I ever been Cuban? More
Yes.
Cuban.
Okay, wait, look. This is what happens when David Beckham is on this program.
We're too excited. David Beckham.
Where's Cuban?
I knew the moment it left my mouth, it wasn't a real word.
Hold on, because this is a service a Uber service that only picks up Cubans.
Yeah, they pick you up in a 57 Chevy with a Russian engine in it and an abuela.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sit next to abuela.
Okay, I'm willing to invest. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, where's Nas owns Lyft, right? Yo, can we get like one of the grave diggers or something? Can we get the Jizza to invest in this?
Welcome to Cuban.
Cuban Eats? No Cuban Eats. There's no food for me to pick up and put in the Cuban. What happened to the show? David Beckham comes on, and all of a sudden,
look,
I can't speak.
This might be our last. It might be like hardball. This might be our last episode.
I know. We got to apologize for all the screw-ups. We got Chris Matthews' brain.
You know, but just look, back then you were allowed to talk about David Beckham however you wanted.
You know what I mean? It was a different era.
And all of a sudden...
You can't judge us now on what we were like 10 minutes ago.
These millennials are telling us we can't say things about David Beckham.
Right? It's not fair. Right? We can't talk about how we ejaculate. Now you ejaculate shaming us. You know what? I want you out of here. I'm calling you a Cuban.
Just in case people think anything happened to your scripted.
No,
No, nobody thought about.
Do you think Christian would have allowed any of this?
If he would have said, "Hey, look, I have this idea, Cuban," we just say it on the show.
We're gonna do a whole Uber thing. We're gonna talk a little bit about cum. It's not a big deal.
Okay, enough. We have to stop. So, welcome to the show, everyone. Excited to be back. I'm back from
Utah.
Park City in Utah.
That's right. Where we couldn't say any of the things.
No. All this stuff is banned.
Yeah.
Shouts first RSL, who I met a bunch of supporters.
Saltaire Football Club, which is there. I'll put it in your camera.
Yeah. So Saltaire. So I went to the RSL fan show right here. So RSL. The RSL show, they have there's a big podcast out in Utah.
I think we could put that together.
Yeah, okay. And one of the guys who does this, Andy, his name is Andy. He gave me this these Saltaire Football Club shirts, which is like it's basically like a
yeah. You can see the pictures there in the tweet.
Yeah, I was hanging out with them. It's similar to like an Asbury Park.
It's a club that doesn't exist and yet also exists.
Yeah, and it's like Saltaire. I think is very relevant to. It's like an area in Utah. But really dope. So he gave me. He gave me a shirt for myself, and he gave one to you, Alexis.
Hey!
And look at this. It says, look what it says on the back. It says, try to sink.
Hey!
So, because Alexis floats.
I already got gifts. This is what I like.
So shout out to them, man. Everyone out there was really supportive, very, very kind.
Got a pet?
A lot of the people knew who the Cooligans were. Everyone was really people wanted to take photos. People were super kind to me.
Except one person didn't know, right?
One person did not know, but they were honest.
He was. We respect that.
Yeah, it was like, yo, I don't know who you are, but I heard y'all are dope.
Yeah, mad people know who you are, so I like it.
So shouts to Saltaire, RSL show.
Yeah, shouts to all the fans out in RSL. I'm surprised we've never gone there as the Cooligans.
Yeah, we got to do something. A lot of people are like, yo, you guys got to come and do a show. People were asking about Wise Guys.
If these people have a show, you know what I mean? No
well,
offense.
look at, actually, on it says, the RSL show, 2 out of 10 would not recommend.
There you go.
So this is a review we would not put on the air. You know what I mean? If somebody gave us a 2 out of 10.
I hit report a concern on those.
For that.
Speaking of reviews, though, obviously we like to show love to the people who show love to us.
Yes.
Right? We got a great review here. This is from C. Sanch.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming is Sanchez.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I assume so.
And he wrote it in Spanish, which I love. Let's start with, the title is Cinco Estrellas, which already I love. That means 5 stars for those of you who don't know.
Okay.
So I guess we'll translate. We're going to pull a Jenny Chu.
Yeah,
we're going to read it in Spanish and then translate, just to show you how difficult what she did is, okay? Estos boludos me traen cagando de risa cada semana.
Okay,
Do you want to translate that?
So basically, boludo.
It's like these idiots.
It's like these dummies make me laugh a lot.
I shit my pants laughing every week. Cuando necesitan algo chévere para escuchar sobre el fútbol, estos locos son best of the best.
When you need anything fun and silly regarding soccer, these guys are the best of the best. So.
Son lo mejor del mejor. You got to translate the opposite. So absolutely, first of all, it took 2 of us to do it. Shouts to Jenny Chu, who, if you didn't watch during the first game of the season, she translated on the fly, which Sebi Salazar also did. The 2 of them, I mean, absolutely impressive to do in front of a camera live. Shouts to all of y'all. But this is great. Thank you so much, C. Sanch, for loving the show.
Thank you. So make sure you leave a review on Apple Reviews, on Apple Podcasts. So also, we have another box here, so we should get to that as well.
You know how much I love gifts.
I do know that.
It's almost like, well, you should start getting stuff,
I think you just love not paying for things.
Yeah. I have a long history of that. But this way is a lot less illegal. Bubble wrap. Oh, my God.
Ooh, we got bubble wrap?
Oh, I know what this is.
Oh,
Look at this.
And Allison Becker, what is this, like a coaster?
This is, they're called signables.
From
so you get
Liverpool.
Which, you're an Everton fan.
Perfect for me.
But also from Arsenal, baby. Yeah, who just no longer undefeated, right?
But also just missed an opportunity to move through in the Europa. Anyway.
Oh, here we go. Oh, listen to this.
Okay.
Hold on, let me remind. Hey, Alexis, we are glad you're an Arsenal fan like us. We hope you love your Obama Yang signable and come to our bar takeover event in O'Hanlon's in NYC and Arsenal versus Norwich on April 4th. All right, look at that. They got themselves a little plug on the show.
Who is this from?
This is from Signables.
Oh, from Signables.
Yeah.
Okay. And then mine says, hey, Chris, we thought we would send you a signable from the best team in Merseyside. Signables.
Yeah. The disrespect shown is appreciated.
Okay, Signables.
Look at this with the Aubameyang, who retweeted us, by the way. Remember that?
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang retweeted us and also missed the great opportunity to move Arsenal through into Europa League.
Shh, we don't talk about that. We didn't need Europa League. We need 4th or 5th.
So thank you, Signables. We appreciate that
shouts
very,
to you,
very
Signables.
much. Okay, so look, we have a lot to look forward to, obviously.
Also, apologies for the first segment we're probably going to have to do at some point.
No, David Beckham coming up next, man. We're very, very excited.
So exciting.
Coming up next, David Beckham.
That's right, baby. We are back. And in the break, we got a letter from our lawyer, so we have to read this based on everything that happened for a segment. Now, you know we don't read no lawyer email. Fuck, I would just get new lawyers. That's how this works.
Send me voice messages exclusively, lawyer.
WhatsApp me. It's encrypted. What are you doing? You're going to get us all caught up. So this finally, MLS is back.
Correct.
How many of the games did you watch? Because there's a chance that you could have started watching soccer at like 7 a.m. and kept watching until like 2 a.m.
No, well, I was snowboarding, right, in Utah, so I didn't get a chance to watch too many
You really
games.
take this whole TV thing serious. I'm glad. Opening weekend, I don't need to pay attention.
But I did.
I'm going to go down the slopes.
I did.
I forgot I was Dominican.
I watched 2 games.
Yeah.
Okay? Please forgive me.
Yeah.
Well, the games that were at night, I did try to
As you were drinking your hot chocolate
And
near
I
the
did.
fire, your little footsies up by the fire.
Okay, you clearly have never been to a mountain. You don't know why.
Of course I have. I went. I was like, yo, this is disgusting. There's not a slice of pizza here to be had.
This is how you think white people relax. You know what I mean?
With their feet by a fire. I saw 90s sitcom TV. There's that carpet shaped like a bear. There's a heavy knit sweaters. And there's a lot of hot chocolate that I suspect has booze in it. And when I find out what buttered rum is, I'm gonna have it.
Well, I did watch a couple games, and yeah, it was wildly entertaining. I think the biggest issue right now, there's too many teams. Right? There's so many teams. It's impossible to really.
Are you saying there's too much soccer?
I'm saying,
Do you know how we get paid, dog?
I'm saying it's hard to watch too many games.
No, it's exciting, and I love every bit of it, and a great service to watch it all on is FuboTV.
Well, yes, if you want to watch them, obviously FuboTV is the way to do it.
Yeah.
But no,
Are you saying that it's interrupting your ski weekend because you live in an '80s coming of age movie?
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
But no, obviously, the expansion teams playing their first matches into Miami, and also we should mention Nashville.
Nashville, yeah, geez.
With just
overnight, I guess they got a tornado.
Yes, they were a tornado that hit like downtown Nashville, and there was already
a couple deaths. So I hope everything's okay. But also David Beckham, new player there.
Yeah,
he posted a video on his social, which you might be seeing. His whole living room looks destroyed.
Yeah, it's just insane. You play, obviously, it was a big moment, right? Nashville, they played in the NFL where the Titans play, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and it was
60,000
like,
people.
like 15, close to 60,000 people.
Yeah, let me have it. I'm just gonna round up.
But numbers, the attendance numbers matter, right, to some degree, because they had like the highest, the record number for people in attendance for like a debut,
game, yeah.
for a debut. So let's be exact.
Fine, 59,062.8 or whatever he's gonna say. Was there a dog? Was there a dog that's been 0.9?
So it's just look, obviously a big moment, and then unfortunate to deal with a natural disaster.
Yeah, and it's happening as we speak. It's happening. It's still ongoing, and still sort of people are still sort of rummaging through everything. So hopefully everyone's okay, and
hope for the best.
Shouts
right?
to all the fans.
But moving forward, obviously MLS. Starting again, like I did mention, like
Atlanta. I mean, also played Atlanta. They lost to Atlanta.
Yes.
Nashville, and Atlanta loses Joseph Martinez for pretty much the season.
Yeah, you would assume so. Just brutal. What a brutal.
What is it, ACL?
ACL.
Yeah,
but which was
that's
wild.
in the knee, right? I have no idea what this is.
Okay.
Unless it's on a cow and I can eat it. You know what I mean? I don't really know.
Can you fry the ACL?
Yeah. ACL. Oh, I've had it before at the asada. It's been wonderful.
No, man, but yes, Joseph Martinez. And you when you lose a player like this, it doesn't.
Who's like the heart and soul of the team. I mean, he's like, I don't know if he's the captain, but he's definitely the leader.
Yes, and it affects not just Atlanta and Atlanta United, but it really affects the entire league, right? I mean, he was
Atlanta's a fun team to watch
because of Joseph Martinez.
Yes, not only because of, but certainly that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And what do? I think their backup is a kid, right? Their backup striker.
Yeah, I don't even know who
Somebody posted like he'll be fine. I'm like, no one even knows who this is. Guy's got 300 Twitter followers. I don't know if that's true, but no one knows who this is. But there's a silver lining, right? Because we might be able to bring in the illegal player right now, Daniel Sturridge, who was banned for 4 months from all global football activity.
Yeah, he really did. He did a boo-boo, a bad. He gets a pow-pow.
Yeah, they slapped him on the wrist. When you do something that's bad enough for FIFA to ban you, you did something bad. You know, they were upset they weren't a part of the hustle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you got a jug, you got to let me know.
I'm insulted, and now I got to punish you in front of all these people.
Right? Infantino's like, you know, I got to get my beak wet. You can't get without me getting a taste.
Yeah. So the weird thing with Daniel Sturridge,
he's cutting garlic real thin with a razor blade.
Daniel Sturridge obviously was at Liverpool, played for I believe West Ham.
He was at Trabzonspor.
Yeah, just most recently at Trabzonspor.
It is? I hope so.
It is.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
that is where he played.
Yeah.
And
he was at Saltpayspor, something like that.
He actually put out a video on Instagram explaining the situation.
Just him dancing with money. It was wildly disrespectful. This is why you get banned, dog. You can't flex.
I'm like, why are you doing the renegade, dog?
I know. He's doing that stupid dancing on a pile of money. He's like, it's like Breaking Bad, man.
He went on Instagram. He put out a video basically just saying that he wishes FIFA didn't have these rules about like talking to your close family members about possible transfers.
Because what happened is he told his brother
that
he's
he was
like,
possibly
yo,
going to Sevilla.
I'm gonna go to Sevilla, and his brother was like, prop bet.
Yeah.
Motherfucker going to Sevilla.
Let me go make a ton of money off of
Which
this.
is, by the way, his brother and I have a lot in common. Okay, let's just say that. It's the first thing I'd be like, oh, okay.
So
you can't insider trade on a player.
So he said on the video that his brother actually did not make any bet. So it was apparently
I like how the photo they chose is him hearing about the bet.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry.
For what?
This is the most incriminating.
Yeah. That's that you did it, but you're trying to pretend you didn't.
Who, me?
I don't even know who this woman is, honey. She was in the bed and we started wrestling because I'm trying to get her out of the house. My pants? I know.
Just because his last name is Sturridge, you think he's related to me?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, word. Oh, because I yelled David Beckham, you think I'm cheating on you, baby girl?
Yeah, it's a very strange situation, but it looks like that is a real possible move that he might come to MLS because in Europe everybody makes fun of him. In England, I'm like, oh, blah blah blah. But MLS is like, please come to me.
Yeah. They're like, yo, we don't want him. MLS is like, we'll take him. Oh, you trying to gamble? Well, check out this new MLS gambling app. Make your picks, dog.
Okay, we got a sponsor for that.
Yeah. Oh, you getting in trouble? Well, we're gonna give you an endorsement.
He's just like Robert Downey Jr. his career. You know, just revitalize it. Love it. You love it. So look, obviously, MLS coming back is it has a lot of people just like going. A lot of people are more excited than I even really expected.
Also, with the crazy stuff like the keeper getting a yellow instead of MLS is back. I love it.
I love it. Just the energy is exciting, and it does feel like a turning point for the league and this ramping up into 2026. And just
it's like when your friend comes home from juvie and he's more dangerous than ever. That's how it feels.
Yes. Alexis has experienced that exact thing.
You all know what I'm talking about. Did you talk to your friends on the mountain about this?
Over a nice hot cocoa.
All right, as you just sashaying down the mountain. Hey, your friend ever come home from juvie with another tattoo? And you know he's going to keep robbing?
Yes, me and my wealthy friends talk about our imprisoned friends all the time.
I dropped my monocle.
All right, we'll be back with David Beckham right after this. All right, welcome back, and a lot happening right now, right? We got.
I wasn't allowed to do the intro for this segment.
No, obviously, yes, we're gonna. So last week we were at the MLS 25th anniversary
sort of launch, event. And it was. I think that's the best event MLS has ever put on.
Okay.
You don't agree?
I mean, we were at the fashion show, which I think was the best one.
You know what? 2 for 2 so far, MLS this season.
But this one was also very good.
But as far as press pressers go.
Yeah.
They're usually kind of dull and boring.
It felt a little
and this one also was, but it had a lot of lights. All right? I mean, you got a screen behind you? I'm kind of paying attention.
No, they did. They obviously had like Q&A. Not really
Right.
Q&As, but they had like...
Cuban and A's as well. Jorge Mas.
the synergy
You
is
know.
there.
Sponsored by Cuban.
They had obviously a one-on-one interview. It was David Beckham. Don Garber was there. A bunch of players, Marcelo Balboa. All
Yeah,
these
but they
other
were all
people.
like, remember Comics Unleashed? Remember
Yes,
that
I
show?
Hey, you played
Yeah, and they're like,
MLS
yeah,
for
and they're like, that's a great story about your dad. I heard you hate horses. It was like that. It was like just teeing up jokes.
And they
It
all
was like it was pointless. It was like, give me 3 of your bits, I'll lead you into it. That's kind of what this was.
But they all nailed it.
yeah, this
great.
was Owners Unleashed.
But it was a little different. This was the first time we got to go to like an event, but as press, but also with the whole Fubo team.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh no, we came through
we rolled
with
deep.
cameras.
Okay.
We impressed a lot of people.
People were like, "Yo, who is this? This mob
Yeah.
coming in here."
And I like how everyone else is dressed in suits and stuff, and we pull up in hoodies and a camera crew. Like, we here now.
What you know about that? Okay.
The game done changed, folks.
It's always casual Friday.
This is my Sunday best because I don't do shit on Sundays.
Anyway, but we got to talk to a lot of people, and a pair of them, 2 of those people were owners.
What I was trying to say in the first segment was this is the most Cuban. I've never been more Cuban than this segment right here.
Okay, well,
Right?
we're gonna have to go through the archives because I think we're gonna find.
Did I ever sing Guantanamera?
I feel like that's debatable, but we got to speak to owners of Inter Miami FC.
This is
Jorge Mas
I
and
can't play it. Just who
David
cares?
Beckham. So here it is.
David, first Beckham for you, Jorge. I'm Guano, so this is really important for me. When you're looking at the culture of Miami, really important question, are we going to have croquetas in the stadium?
100%. Pan con croquetas and all the deals. So I think you'll see a very Miami flair to everything that we do in our stadium and our experience, and definitely croquetas are part of the equation, no doubt.
With supporters and colada together, that is dangerous. I can't wait. Now, David, I think in order to connect yourself with a city like Miami, maybe bring some of that Cubanness, I think you could adopt me. I'll be the Bronx Beckham. You know what I mean?
Okay,
You got Brooklyn already, right? I'll be the Bronx. As my middle name. You know what I mean? I think it'll work, right? It'll, like more Guanos will show up. You'll have a lot of like beautiful shoes and stuff.
I agree. Totally agree.
Also, David, you played in. It's an honor. You played in some incredible derbies throughout your career. What do you expect as far as maybe Miami against Orlando? Is that competitiveness and that energy? What do you expect from it?
We want to create that culture. We want a rivalry, and I think Orlando started that rivalry the moment that they did that funny skit about us and the whole Jurassic Park.
Right.
And we found that very funny as an organisation because we knew that what we were building would be special. So we want that rivalry. I've been lucky to have played in derbies in La Liga, in the Premier League, obviously in France as well, and also in LA. So those rivalries are so important. They're so important for the game. They're so important for the fans. To create something like that is such an important part for us as a club and as a community.
Jorge, how important was it for you to like do something like this when you know Fidel wouldn't let us?
Super proud as a Miami native and as a Cuban American. First Cuban American owner of any type of sports franchise in the United States. So it's a proud moment for us. We've been very blessed as a family. But for us, it's all about giving back to Miami, giving back to our community, and showing what's possible in the United States of America, where if you dream, it can happen.
Yeah, that's right.
Incredible. I didn't think Jorge Mas could be out Cuban.
Yeah. When he heard me say croquetas, he was like, "My guy." Oh, did one of my cousins get in here? Is this dude gonna ask me for money?
It's not even a press pass, it's just a Cuban flag.
I came in with a guayabera shirt with the 4 buttons, and they're like, "Let him in."
Okay, I think he knows people here.
I took a Cuban here. Very expensive.
Jorge Mas, do you want to invest?
Yo, Jorge Mas, let's do this. Let's do this, Jorge.
Cool, man.
Don't you want some Mas money? Come on.
No, man, an absolute honor. Obviously, it was. I'll say
I like how you asked an actual question. So far, I asked.
Because
are there going to be croquetas in the stadium? Can you adopt me? And my name is the Bronx Beckham. I offered, and then I said, "Are you excited that you got a soccer team?" Because you know Fidel would never let us. That was my line of questioning, and you're like, "How about rivalries?"
The Cooligans is basically like Fox News, fair and balanced. Okay, we have to offer something.
The point, counterpoint.
No, it was an absolute thrill. I didn't know. I felt like when we started this, like just the podcast, we were like
in my kitchen,
in your kitchen. One day we might meet David Beckham. Who knows? I did not think it would happen this quickly.
No. One day we will meet David Beckham, and it's going to be as they kick us out of an event. That's what I assume. I told one of my friends what the question I asked, and he's like, did you scream that at him as security was leading you out? I was like, you got this close. They got this close.
No, man, that, obviously, it's just pretty crazy.
Have you ever seen an interview like that with David Beckham?
I cannot say I have, Alexis.
No one. They wouldn't allow it, okay? His handlers would be like, could you send us the questions ahead of time? And if we would have said that, they would have been like, this is never going to happen.
And you can see in the clip, maybe we can do a slow-mo replay, but you really, when you got that last question in to Jorge Mas, you really muscled out a couple. You see the MLS mic and the Sirius XM mic literally get forced out of the way.
I mushed them out of the way. I was like, they'd say, the person said one more question. I was like, I'm not going to let these herbs ask a question. A real actual question.
That's not what we're here for.
Nah, son, I'm going to bring up Fidel. Because he wouldn't let us.
Yes.
Call them the Miami Freedoms, goddammit. We're going to have freedom burgers and eagle fries.
Yeah. So, that's how, just in case people don't know if we really want this, okay? That's the kind of effort and energy we put into our interview questions.
You think we didn't get prepared? We didn't come prepared? People asking about serious questions about the stadium and about the MLS schedule, and I'm like, yo, move all that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a dead dictator.
Okay. Alexis was in that MLS press room wearing a bulletproof vest for some reason.
Hell yeah, dog.
He was ready for anything.
I don't believe in an afterlife or anything, but abuela sent me that question. Abuela and abuelo, because they live past Fidel, and that's all that matters.
No, just generally cool event. Obviously, getting to meet Beckham, Jorge Mas, it was it was our Super Bowl, right? It was
for sure.
There was a lot at stake, and even the Fubo staff was like, these guys better not screw this up.
Yeah, no. When we were asking the questions, you could see I looked back at one point to look at the camera and be like, "Yo, it's lit. Like we're gonna get this in the stadium." And I saw our entire crew going like, "Stop! What are you doing? Why are you doing this to us? We have a channel.
Why are you affecting our employment?
You messing up our money now. You mess up your bag all you want. Don't mess up my bag."
So there obviously there were so many obviously people there, but the fact that we
also had like a little bit of we got like an audience. A lot of other people on the other side of the press area, they were kind of done. Once Beckham was the last one, so as he was going, it was like dominoes. Everyone was sort of going away, but a bunch of people gathered because people were saying
Cubans were playing dominoes.
That's right, because we taking over MLS now. You score, you yell azúcar, or you're out of the league. No, because we had like an audio, like people were like, I've never seen David Beckham laugh so hard.
Comedians at MLS events.
Who knew?
We were just saying it from day one.
For 5 years we've been telling y'all, let us in.
All right, we'll be back with more after this, guys.
Don, once again, of Cooligans, obviously on fuboTV. So 25 years, obviously very exciting. Everyone going crazy about what's coming up next. You mentioned 28 soccer-specific stadiums out of 30 teams, which means 2 aren't. Can you name those 2 that aren't?
Oh, come on, you know all the teams. Listen, there's been great development on the facility side over the years. We got 7 more coming online. We hope to see progress in New York. There's great anticipation there. There's great anticipation in New England. But, there's going to be, 28 was probably wrong because with Charlotte coming in, that's a third NFL stadium long-term that we could have. I got to correct that for all your media guys. But, listen, the good news is that we're building this league brick by brick and have for 25 years on the facility side. From a training ground perspective, nobody ever dreamed that we'd have the facilities that we have all throughout the league, and we're building a fan culture at the same time. So all that coming together, ultimately it's resonating well. 25th season, great time to celebrate the past, but our focus is always looking forward.
Could I make a suggestion for the 31st and 32nd teams? Let's go somewhere like Honolulu or Puerto Rico. Make the away days pretty dope.
Yeah. Good idea.
I mean, just a list of stars that we've offended with our line of questioning.
Alexis has in his life, how many times has he heard someone say, good idea?
You know what you do? You just don't tell anyone your ideas because the voices in my head are saying, I like it. You should do that and more.
It was cool to talk to Don Garber. We bumped into him occasionally at parties and,
Yeah, he knows who we are.
We gallivanting, whatever.
Sometimes we roast him a little bit. But it's a lot of fun, actually.
It's interesting.
For as evil as people think he is.
It's interesting seeing him, especially at like the MLS 25th anniversary celebration. There's a certain new confidence to Don Garber these last couple of years. These
he's like a dad at his daughter's wedding who's marrying a rich guy. He's like, all right.
I did my job.
All right. What mountain we gonna ski at? Okay. Christian gonna be there. Yeah.
No, but he was definitely, we've seen him in different, when we see him at the MLS State of the League.
State of the League.
At MLS Cup. It's a little bit more combative. Right? He's like, hey, every complaint throughout the year, no, there's developments. We're working on it.
Yeah, we're spending that money. Yeah.
Okay, things are getting better. Stop talking about the bad stuff.
I mean, you're going to ask me about this, and I don't want to talk about it. It's a lot of that energy.
It is a lot of that, but this was a much more low-key and chill thing. And I think it was like a victory lap for him in a sense. Yeah, I think
when he took over the league, it was going to maybe shut down, and there were talks about it kind of not going. And now he's like, look at us, we're bigger than ever. We're better than ever. There's a lit screen behind me. Beckham's here. I'm hanging out with Beckham. Things turned out all right.
Yeah. So look, there are people that hate the state of American soccer.
Yeah, of course.
And those people.
People are complaining. Fans of the sport complain.
But it's like when it comes to when you hear the people who talk about where the league was and how fearful they thought you'll see us talk to Marcelo Balboa in the future. Yeah. A lot of people didn't even know the league would last, and it's like you got to give some credit, even though a lot of people do not want to Don Garber for just allowing a professional league to continue to exist and thrive.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive to see how far we've come. And you're the term is cocksure, right? He was walking around like, hey, look at me.
The term? What's the term?
Cocksure. Yeah, which is the guy at the front of a boat on a crew.
Because I've never.
That's my cocksure right there, dog. Let me know when to row, my guy. You that confident, my dude. You know what I'm talking about? Like he was walking around, chest out a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay, I didn't know you knew so much about yachts and boats.
That's what I mean. I'm Googling. You know what I mean? I'm preparing for the next Fubo contract.
Okay, I got a down payment. Okay.
Apparently, yachts are very expensive. Can we pick this thing up a little bit? We'll do 45 episodes a week.
Okay.
If you think we can't fill an hour on one clip, you're wrong.
So there's obviously a lot to look forward to, within MLS. But yes, also Don Garber will be on Drinks with Binks this Friday at 8 p.m. So you can watch him be. Will he get drunk? I do not know. But maybe he'll be pretty chill on there as well.
Yeah.
But
do we want to promote who's going to be on Men in Blazers next, or?
I don't know, Alexis.
Oh, okay. All right. Just in case.
Anyway, the another thing that we should talk about is that we didn't get to talk about Inter Miami playing against LAFC.
I was excited to see the team finally play, but I spent the entire time kind of staring and squinting at the screen like, is that shirt pink or not? Because the shorts are, and the shirt is apparently white with like pink accoutrement. I don't know what you say.
It's a weird
accents.
It's a weird pair of colors.
I was just like, there it is. Like, it kind of looks like it's a little pink, and I like it. I wanted it to be full pink, but the whole time I was like, yo, is that shirt pink or white?
I don't know who it was. Somebody on Twitter was just like, they look like they're wearing pajamas.
They look like the Wild Latino pajamas. You know what I'm talking about? Like they look like a suit jacket, but it's made out of like silk or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I've seen.
Like
These are just wealthy pajamas.
No, but it's like the pajamas your parents tell you to wear, or if you had both, and you're like, no one else is wearing. Everyone else is wearing a T-shirt. What am I doing?
But Inter Miami loses 1-0, and
you go to like one of those sleepovers as a kid, and you look like you got picked up by the Huxtables or something. Like, or who are the rich people on Gilligan's Island?
I do not know.
You know what I'm talking about? The two old white people.
I don't know. That was in the 70s or something. I don't watch Gilligan's Island like that. Anyway.
No, the two rich people. They were like the older. The Howells.
The Howells.
Thurston Howell. Wasn't that the name?
Anyway.
Yo, Thurston. That's a dope name.
The goal from Carlos Vela.
The chip from 20 yards. You get chip from 20 yards? Woo! You messed up.
Welcome to Miami, Luis Robles.
Because you know the whole time Luis Robles was like, get the it's right above his head. He's like, no.
He's just swatting at flies.
Not on game one.
But no, it was a good first game. I think it was entertaining. And Inter Miami, to their credit, weren't as bad defensively as I thought that they would be, and as most expansion teams are. They played pretty well. All right, so next up, we have Gregg Berhalter of the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah.
I'm Luke Moore from Football Ramble Daily, and I just got Gully with the Cooligans.
That's right, baby. We are back. And the revolving door of stars that we are interviewing continues.
Mm-hmm. This is a red carpet.
Yeah. What you wearing, dog? This is I'm so excited, right? I got to speak to a Cuban brother of mine, right? I'm related now to the Masses. But then also
born into wealth.
Right? Some of us come from money. Okay, we're allowed to speak this way about our family members. But also Jersey legend.
Correct.
Head coach of the U.S. men's national team. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our interview with Gregg Berhalter. Just so you know, we're comedians. Okay?
Oh, nice. Here we go.
So we do a talk show, so do not expect.
I was going to say, you look funny, man. Seriously. Funny. He looks more serious than funny.
Yeah, that's the balance.
To see how the funny's going to come out.
Wow, he's so good at scouting.
Right?
Oh, my God. So we are here with Gregg Berhalter, Jersey legend. All right? I'm born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. So the first question I got for you is it Taylor ham or pork roll? And there is a wrong answer.
Yeah. I'm a Taylor ham guy, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
the interview continues.
No pork roll. Exactly.
Let's go.
The rest of the interview was dependent on that answer.
100%. I would have walked away.
Yeah. I wouldn't have blamed you. Put it that way.
Having been involved in MLS for a long time, in men's national team, the MLS getting to 25 years, and then and it, helping you get to where you are now.
Yeah.
What do you how much do you credit Major League Soccer for your own career and your progress?
Yeah, so I think there are two sides. The first side is as a player. MLS came in '96, and it gave players opportunities. A lot of guys didn't have that opportunity. They had one choice. They can go to Europe, or they could not play soccer professionally. So MLS first gave the players that opportunity. Then they took it to the next level, and they said, okay, now we're going to develop the infrastructure. We're going to have these stadiums. We're going to bring high-level players into MLS. And now it's become a fantastic league that's getting better and better with every year. So we're really thankful for that. Second side of it is from a coaching standpoint. The patience of the ownership groups to stand by coaches and let coaches work, gave me the ability to execute my ideas and have them play out on the field, and that was, I'm thankful for that, and it positioned me eventually to get this role within the men's national team.
Now, I'm born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. Shouts to Newark. And so as this TV show keeps getting bigger and better, I start to think, what can I do philanthropically? And one of the things that I want to do is start an academy so I can start selling these players, right, and start making a lot more money than I had when I started. Now, what position do you think would be best for us to start building, right? Like, which one do we need most? Is it left backs and right backs? Or who makes the most money? You know what I mean?
Most money strikers, man. If you can have a forward factory, you guys are going to be millionaires, billionaires.
Let's go. We're building Mbappe's in Newark.
Right, but I need left backs, man. So start building left backs right away, man.
Can we get Alphonso Davies?
Population? No, we can't.
Come on, like, can we try?
No, we can't. It's done. Yeah, that's done. But here's there's a big Portuguese population in Newark. Go down neck. Get some Portuguese guys with Brazilian roots and make them into left backs. There's a lot of left backs in Brazil, huh? That's the plan, okay?
Yeah, you want to be a construction worker or a left back? Come on, my guy.
There you go.
Two very important paths in life.
When you see players like Gio Reyna doing incredible things at Dortmund, are you sort of proud, or do you immediately be like, I got to WhatsApp this dude to make sure he stays here?
No, I mean, me and Claudio went to high school together. There's a deep relation. His father was my club team coach. There's a really deep relationship there. I'm pulling for Gio first personally more than anything. I mean, he's like family. So that's the first thing. Just watching him and watching what he's accomplished in the short period of time has been amazing. Now, the next side is, selfishly, as a national team coach, and I've said this from the beginning, is that we need our young players getting on the field and performing at the highest level. And he's doing that. Yeah. And that's great to see. And then when that comes, also comes the opportunity with the U.S. men's national team. And they're steps that just follow each other, and that's one of them. So, Gio's going to be involved in our group in March, and he's going to make his debut in March, and it will be nice to see how he performs at that stage as well.
All right, and last question. I'm curious about you coached in Major League Soccer for a long time. You're coaching the men's national team. You mentioned owners giving you a lot of patience and letting you grow. Yeah. When you're the men's national team head coach, there isn't that much.
You think?
much of a leash. How do you feel about?
Tell me about it.
That level of pressure and criticism compared to being a coach in MLS?
So I completely understand where fans are at, how they want us to be back to where we were. There's a lot of frustration with not qualifying for the World Cup, and I can understand that. So from my standpoint, I feel a huge obligation to help guide the team back to the World Cup. And it's something that we're focusing all our efforts on. Having said that, there's a process to get there, and you just don't take over one day and it be everywhere it needs to be. There's a process of developing the team. There's a lot of hard work that we do every single day with the group to get us to where we need to be. And the guys have been doing a great job. They've been doing everything that we can imagine. And, we're comfortable that when we get through this year, we're going to be in a good spot.
All right.
Absolute honor to talk to you. Shouts to Jersey. That's what this whole interview was for. Taylor Ham, change the game down south. Thank you so much.
This is gonna be wild. We might bump into Ciara.
Yo.
Okay. So we got.
We might bump into her and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I spill any of yo goodies? Yo goodies? Yeah, yo goodies."
Yeah, that's what he's gonna say.
and then
Russell Wilson
is gonna punch me in the face.
Welcome back. Yes.
A little throwback. You might have missed me being ridiculous while watching the show about me being ridiculous.
Okay, at least he's consistent, folks.
Yeah. My favorite part of that clip is in the studio. You didn't just imagine that groan. No, you heard it as well.
So, yes, thank you again, Gregg Berhalter.
Yo, and he calls it Taylor Ham, which is the right way to say it.
Yeah.
Shouts to North Jersey. Shouts to Newark.
Yeah, I have a lot of opinions on the pork roll Taylor Ham debate. Care so much about it.
me, I'll handle tubed pork. All right? We got categories here that we fill. That's why we balance each other so well.
So
unless we're on a seesaw, in which case my man's not touching the ground.
You want me to be on the moon?
He's like, what's it look like up there, Christian?
So we have to talk about some other.
Also, real quick, people kept saying that they'd never seen Gregg Berhalter smile.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. Look at us changing lives.
He has
dude.
a tough job, you know.
Right?
We're basically, I think we are his life coaches now.
Right? We're his Tony Robbins.
So we have to talk about a couple other things within
past that.
MLS. Obviously, Chicharito had his debut.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Made him the captain of my fantasy team, which was a mistake.
Oh, wow. Why not Vela? Why? What are you crazy?
Huh? I just thought Chicharito was going to blow it up. Turns out, nah.
Nah, it was only the bathroom.
A little bit of a simmer. Yeah.
No, he tried his best, but no. We
Houston Dynamo came in.
Came in with the heat. Says right there, retirement. You know what's weird now? I can't see. I cannot see. I think I need glasses.
What? You can't see that?
I can't read the text now. Whenever I see.
You such a. It's a retirement, not such a walk in the park, huh?
Yeah.
And it's a tunya. You really can't see that?
I can't see the text. I can't see it clearly.
All right, well, stop the show. I'm worried about you, dog. You've been sitting too close to your computer, Mr.
I think I need glasses. Yeah.
Wow.
We just realized this right now on television.
That you shouldn't be driving, dog. That's like that's like maybe 7 feet in front of you.
Yeah. Okay. If anybody needs,
you moved to Jersey. You're falling apart, man.
I need some help, but no.
You need some Taylor Ham. It lifts your blood pressure, makes your eye constrict a little bit.
All right. It's simple science.
I listen to my deli guy first, and then I go to my general practitioner.
No, but Chicharito did not score.
No, he didn't.
He did not score in this game.
But he did get yoked up, as per Houston's tweet. But dude's like in a semi-chokehold.
Yeah, the welcoming committee was...
Houston's like, no, we got something planned. It's not exactly a cake.
No, but he obviously, the game ended 1-1. The great goal from Christian Pavón.
Yeah, it was insane.
So that was impressive. So again, at least look, LA Galaxy.
Too bad you couldn't see it. He's just touching the screen. Like, what's happening now?
See, I can't see text on screens from afar.
You can't see what it says right there.
Yeah, that's large enough where I can see. Anyway, this is not the time to discuss this.
He kind of is. Yeah.
I cannot read this.
Cover one eye and give me the.
I guess this is
GULLIEST.
What's the Fubo health insurance policy?
Ain't none.
So at least that was impressive. Again, the attendance numbers that we were talking about earlier were also
super
pretty
impressive.
big from a couple of, obviously Atlanta had Nashville had big numbers. LAFC the not only we have. Please read the numbers, Alexis, because I cannot see
you
them.
really can't. 59,000. Seattle had 42,000. Orlando had 25, a little over 25. Portland had a little over 25. LAFC had 22. But a lot of those are sellouts. Those are based on the size of the stadium, which is absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So these NFL stadiums sell now soccer games.
Also, I think your ATM password is up there. You can't read that, Christian? Weird. We can.
I need help. I'll get a larger screen. So
also, shouts to all the tifos. Some incredible tifos. Montreal had the one they're now calling the maple syrup derby because they were playing New England, and the sign, it was in French. It said, "Your maple syrup is weak," and I co-signed that. So heavy.
Yeah.
Talk trash about each other's food.
Yeah. That's a big part of Alexis's identity.
Yeah, that's all I really have.
All right, we'll be back with more after this, everybody. All right, we did it again. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you watch on Thursday because we have some more interviews from the MLS.
Absolutely, we got Ramesh Ranganathan, who's wildly popular. He's selling out the Apollo here. I thought he was an English comic. It's pretty great. What you doing on my country, dog?
Okay, you in Harlem now?
If you see some redcoats in Harlem, though, it's a little different, though. I'm gonna tell you.
So with that said, my name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerrero.
And together, what are we?
The Cooligans!